Hey.
Don't be a butthole. Hello, Atlanta. We are home. Some know him as Bobby, Scooter, Rocco, Rock, but he was my best friend and my husband. It's funny because he was 2 years older to me, and we went to the same high school and never crossed paths. When I graduated from high school, I saw him on Facebook and added him as a friend because he was so cute, and he instantly added me back and sent me a message. We dated for 4 years, and before he went to the Army, he asked to marry me. He always said he knew God put us together for a reason. So we married young and learned to be each other's friend and have the best fun together. Bobby nurtured me through sickness and health. He took our vows seriously, and I would do anything for him because of how well he treated me as a queen. Bobby's love for football pushed him to start his own team called the Atlanta Enforcers, where they started recruiting and practicing at Center Hill. It was very successful as a semi-pro football team, and he made bonds that lasted a lifetime, bonds that took care of me even after his passing. February 9th, 2021, Bobby was working as a juvenile correction officer and became sick with COVID-19. At first, he showed no signs to me that he was sick. I was extremely sick from getting COVID from him, which is how he found out he did have COVID. 2 weeks in, Bobby became more ill. He wouldn't tell me if he was in pain or sick. He just wanted to make sure I survived COVID before he did. He was such a selfless husband. He was a selfless friend. He was my biggest protector. And over time, he began to limp, but he said he'd be okay. On Saturday, February 27, 2021, Bobby asked me to call the ambulance when I was at work. I instantly came home to him, laid with him, make sure he was okay. I told him I wanted to drive him to the hospital because it would be faster. He told me no, just call the ambulance. The ambulance came and he told me that he was not leaving until he was able to give his wife a hug and a kiss. And then he told me to finish my homework because he knew I was in school. He was still concerned about me. When they put him in the ambulance, he passed away in my driveway without me knowing. I was sitting in the hospital alone for them to give me that news, which was the worst pain that I ever felt, that his heart would not start. I was blamed for his death. I was ridiculed, but then I was supported by those who truly felt this pain. I can't remember much from that week because I was numb and in much disbelief. Wondering why, God, is this happening? All I could say every day. I was able to honor him by doing a back-to-school drive for the South Fulton County Schools, servicing over 900 students for his birthday in August last year. Fast forward a year later, I was honored by the state of Georgia for that initiative in his honor for community service efforts, and I went back to school to complete my PhD in biomedical sciences, just like he would want me to because he was proud. I found so much peace in his passing because I was able to experience a love I prayed that God would allow me to have. And I pray that God would allow me to experience it again when the time is right. I'm forever grateful for being loved by a man such as Bobby, who showed me the purest love I could ever have.
Class Scotty Moore, and looks like I was asked, whom do I admire? Well, without saying, that honor would definitely go to my wife, Janelle Moore. Um, we met as kids. We dated young, and I watched her literally grow from a girl to a woman. And she is quite possibly one of the most persevering, loving, caring, just outright great human being who gives her all to everyone with nothing in return, wanting nothing in return.